And like right now, well, I know that you, I don't know how long ago you did this movie or finished Moneyball.
We actually I wrapped on the 13th of September.
Oh, okay,
Moneyball,
fairly
yeah.
recent.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
the production may have wrapped or may be wrapping at the end of this week.
Okay.
Yeah,
So obviously, you know, Stephen Bishop is in this film, and I believe you're co-starring with Brad Pitt, right?
Yes, Brad Pitt, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Jonah Hill.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah.
And which one?
Jonah Hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. So tell me, what is that movie about?
Moneyball, the film, is based on Moneyball, the book by Michael Lewis.
Okay.
It's about the Oakland A's GM, Billy Beane, which Brad Pitt plays, and how he changed the way people evaluate talent in baseball and how baseball teams are built.
Okay.
They went from the high-priced superstar players to the guys who were more productive and commanded less salaries to try to put together more efficient teams. And they tried to compete in a league that was dominated by high-priced teams like the Yankees and the Dodgers and things like that, and tried to compete and actually have made it to the playoffs a few times with this philosophy. And some teams, the Florida Marlins, and the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, the Tampa Bay Rays now, no more Devil Rays, have actually won World Series with this philosophy. Both of those teams, however, were based on homegrown talent. So it wasn't like they went out and found huge amounts of low-paid veterans who were just efficient. They grew their talent, so they had low payrolls. They did go and find some veterans that were, you know, maybe towards the end of their careers, or you know, they were in a place where they weren't going to be commanding the $100 million salary, and added them to the mix so they could have chemistry in the clubhouse, they could have leadership, and they proved that it can be done. It hasn't been done very much, but it can be done.
Yeah, how cool! Now, are you a baseball player in this?
Yes, I play David Justice in this.
Stop it!
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Very cool. Do you naturally play baseball?
I actually am an ex-professional baseball player.
Really?
Yeah, I played for Atlanta and Baltimore. And I actually played.
I saw that when I was doing my little searching stuff. I was getting confused because it's like, okay, you're an actor, because there's some stuff out there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that shows. Yeah. Very cool. So you didn't have to practice too much to play that?
Well, no, I did, because David is a left-handed player, and I'm a right-handed player. So I had to learn how to hit left-handed, throw left-handed, and do. I mean, I spent.
Was that really hard?
The throwing part was extremely difficult. It was, let's be honest, it was impossible. By the end of the production, I was able to play catch, you know, good 90, 120 feet.
Yeah.
But I didn't look anywhere near the way a major league outfielder would look. But hitting was a different story. I was able to pick that up because when you're a kid growing up playing baseball, we used to play a game called All-Star, where we picked an all-star team from all the players in the league, and then you had to hit not only from their side of the plate, but with their batting stance. Right. So, you grow up with a little bit of an ability to adapt. And so I grew up hitting left-handed. Even when I got to college and I got to the Braves, there were experiments with me switch hitting. So I had some experience left-handed. So it wasn't. I hadn't done it in 6-7 years, so it was tough. But it was, a couple weeks of training. I think 3 or 4 weeks of training over at USC before we started, and then continuing through the production, we would hit just to stay sharp and things like that. So it was fun. And I think. I was blessed to be able to execute on cue. Yeah. And not have to take up a bunch of film and waste time and things like that. So
that's cool. That's cool. Did you play baseball since you were a kid?
Yeah, I started playing organized baseball when I was 4 years old. 4?
Oh my goodness. Now I always hear from athletes that the thing that takes them out of the game is an injury. I've heard that from a lot of friends that have played sports. Did you naturally just kind of move on, or? Well,
what happened with me was I was released by Baltimore. And when I was released, I happened to be in Los Angeles. So, and I knew I was gonna act eventually.
Okay.
So, with very little time, and probably what amounts to being a snap decision, I decided to stop playing baseball and stop pursuing any other avenues to get on with other teams. I had a couple other teams call after I got released, but I was fed up with politics and things like that. So it was time to get into a new career where there's absolutely no politics. So
not at all.
So that's how that goes.